Maggie Regan is back to talk with us about some events happening at the Oxley Nature Center. Good to have you again.
You. Thank you, Sam. It's good to be
here. It's
here.
been a while.
It has. It's been a couple years, I think.
A lot of things going on at the Nature Center.
There are a lot of things happening out there.
Are you directly responsible?
I can't take full credit,
but you
but
do.
I take some credit, yes. We do have a lot going on.
Well, let's get into some of it. I have my notes here. It says the big fall plant sale, October 4th.
That's right. That's in partnership with the Oklahoma Native Plant Network. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of native plant sales going on. It's kind of a hot thing to be happening in the last few years. And most of the ones in Tulsa happen in the spring. And so with fall being such a beneficial time to plant native plants, we thought that was kind of a missing in the Tulsa landscape, so to speak. So we'll have about 10 vendors out who are all local vendors, all cultivating all native plants, from common plants to kind of more rare species, will be for sale out there.
Could we talk just a minute about something you've tapped on before? and it has to do with the wide variety of plants found in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Because if you go to the northern border and travel to the south,
oh yeah,
and then go from the east to the west, mm-hmm. the variety is just off the chart.
I agree. Yeah, it sure is. It kind of flies under the radar how actually diverse Oklahoma ecosystems are. We have so many different ecosystems here in Oklahoma, and here in green country, we're pretty lucky. But yeah, you're right. If you go to any other corner of the state, you're going to run into a whole different families of plants and wildlife.
Can you cite some examples for us? I don't want to put your feet to the fire, but I've seen them. I fly fish. I'm out, and my wife, who's in the studio with us today, goes along to make sure I don't get lost.
Important.
But both of us take advantage of what we see, to be there, to see the eagles fly, to watch all the different wildlife is such a treat.
Absolutely. At Oxley, we're kind of working on a prairie restoration project. Mm. So what's cool there is we're able to focus on kind of the big four native grasses and a lot of the forbs that are naturally occurring there too. So all those plants will be included in the plant sale, and we'll have some of the woody varieties on for sale also. And a lot of those, like the spice bush and the beautyberry, a lot of those that'll be for sale, and some Mexican plum, have actually been cultivated from seed that grows in Mohawk Park and Oxley. So it's really kind of full circle with a lot of that plant life that we're focusing on that's out there.
And it's also intriguing and important to know that a lot of the Indian folk who were here way before statehood mm-hmm. would rely on a great many things that are grown here for different medicines.
Absolutely.
And it worked.
It seems to have been very effective in a lot of ways. Yeah, they were using plants for medicines, for food, for baskets. There's so much going on here before the Oxley mm-hmm. Nature Center.
How'd you get involved?
At Oxley?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a good question. Let's see. I've been there for about 2.5 years as the Nature Programs Manager. And before that, my background was in environmental education. So I was always working outdoors. I was always passionate about connecting people with nature and kind of fostering that mm-hmm. relationship, because we have so much to gain from learning more about the natural world. So before Oxley, I worked at Tulsa Botanic Garden, actually, as the program and events director there, getting to do a lot of the educational programming, camps, and that kind of thing.
I've always found it charming when people come back from Oxley to find out that you're going to hear people say, I didn't know that was that way. I didn't know we had those. Mm-hmm. Who told us, There's
something to learn from almost every every walk you can take out in nature, and that's really kind of what all of our programs at Oxley are kind of centered around fostering that connection and that sense of discovery in people of every age, because there's so much to see if you just stop and take a look.
I'd like to know more about the name someday, because to have Robin Hood associated with it, Robin of Oxley, there is a connection.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's intriguing to know that they picked on the name Oxley.
A lot to learn there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was the initial donation, and the idea for a nature center was funded by John and Mary Kay Oxley. So that was kind of where the name came from at first. At first it was like Mohawk Nature Center Incorporated, and then after the Oxleys donated the money to really create an actual nature center, a hub, and to dedicate those 800 acres as a wildlife sanctuary, not to be developed in any way beyond just conserving what was there, then it became Oxley. So that was almost 50 years ago.
Time do pass, do it now.
It do.
Hey, thank you for coming in.
Of course.
We'll do this again
Thank you for having me, Sam.
anytime.
Appreciate
Love
it.
having you on.
Thank you.
We're all out of time. Thanks for being a part of it. We'll see you back here next time.